also has the reach in the arms, but not so in the legs. Eddie Gordon, 41-inch leg reach versus 37.5 on Delgado. Delgado, too, an extensive training camp, 8 weeks. Was originally getting ready for a different opponent. It's a more wrestling-oriented opponent. 3 weeks ago, changed to Eddie Gordon. Gordon, a very good wrestler, but Delgado does think that Gordon's going to try and stand and trade with him.
Yeah, we'll see, but I think the training for the other athlete that was a wrestler might come in handy tonight against Gordon.
Delgado and the truck in the cage once again. Let's go up to Jazz Sakura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is scheduled for 3 rounds at a catch weight of 190 pounds. And now, introducing, fighting out of our blue corner, his record, 5 wins versus 1 defeat. Standing 6 feet tall, he weighed in at 189.5 pounds. Representing Serralongo Fight Team, fighting out of Freeport, New York, introducing Eddie Truck Gordon. And now his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. His record, 6 wins versus 2 defeats. Standing 6 feet and 1 inch tall, he weighed in at 190.5 pounds. Representing MMA Masters, fighting out of Miami Beach, Florida, presenting Oscar Diamond Delgado. Your referee is James Warren.
Fighter, let's go. Fighter, let's come. Let's go here, guys. Okay, guys, this is your night, okay? Shake hands, step back. Good job.
James Waring, our third man in the cage for this opening match between Eddie Gordon and Oscar Delgado.
Right here, on there. I know you're ready.
Great crowd on hand here at the Bank United Center, still filing in for CFA number 11.
You ready?
It is good to be here in Miami, Florida. Michael Chavello, Pat Miletich with you live on Access TV. 2 orthodox fighters in the cage, and a nice high right round from Delgado. Wants to show off that kickboxing skill we mentioned. He's also a former runner-up in the South Florida Golden Gloves Championship back in 2000. Outside linking from Delgado. Good use of the rear leg so far from Oscar Delgado.
Said he likes that rear leg front kick to the face. He tried it already.
Right hand lead and a counter right there from the truck, Eddie Gordon. Delgado circling clockwise into the power hand of Gordon, showing it no respect here in the early get-go. Jab overhand right, uppercut from Gordon, nothing connecting there. And he fakes on Delgado.
Older, experienced strikers are good at getting out of the way of the first couple punches, but because their reaction time's not quite as quick, if you keep coming like Gordon just did, you'll land it to you.
Right hand falls short for the truck. Delgado resets himself. Right hand cocked and ready.
Put your hands out, guys.
The referee telling them to keep their hands up. They don't necessarily need to. A lot of fighters do fight with their hands down.
I think he was telling them to keep their hands closed more than anything. He doesn't want them poking each other in the eyes.
Fake again here from the truck. He wants to get Delgado against the cage, lock his arms down. He wants to cut off the lateral movement of Delgado. And Delgado fakes a right cross. You see there, Gordon steps twice to his right to try and cut off the cage. These punches are still falling short. Delgado still just out of Gordon's range.
Delgado steps. He's got almost a boxing stance. Stands very sideways and crosses his legs when he steps. Steps behind himself with that right leg.
Nice jab from Delgado. Counter jab here from Eddie Gordon. Delgado resets.
Put your hands when you put it straight out.
Figure is going to try and set the right hand here. Delgado, maybe the rear leg ground kick. It's a flicking front kick off the lead. Stiff jab from Eddie Gordon. You see, Gordon, though, is a bit wary to get into range of Delgado. He's tasted the power of Delgado in the opening seconds. There's a high left round from Delgado and a hook. And he just weaves back out of the way of the counter punches from the truck.
Yeah, he's a little wary of the old striker, I think.
2 minutes 10 remaining. First round of 3 is what have been a glorified kickboxing contest here in the opening.
Of course, who am I calling old?
Delgado just pouring with that lead, trying to set up the right thrust. They clinch up for the first time. Nina clipping right there from Gordon.
Nice during the transition. Good striking there.
Delgado not really pulling the trigger on that right hand. Still circling clockwise into the right of Gordon. And Gordon's shown that he can throw at some speed that right hand. Just hasn't had the range yet to really trouble Delgado.
He wanted to let that right hand go after that jab. I don't know what he saw that made him keep it at home.
Nice jab from Delgado, threading it through the double forearms.
Good feints by Delgado.
You see as Delgado jabs, he keeps the rear hand palm open to catch the counter should it come off the jab from Eddie Gordon. Body shot from Gordon. Delgado thought about a high right roundhouse, or a high left I should say. Under 40 seconds remains. It's been an all a stand-up contest here. Overhand right from Delgado, feint the second. There's the left hook from Delgado. Big right hand from Gordon. He timed that one sweetly. Best punch of the fight so far.
He's got a good overhand right.
And still Delgado drifts into that right hand, even though he's now tasted it on that fascinating beard of his. Triple jab, no right for company, and a poke to the eye there from Delgado was accidental. They go to the towels at the end of the one.
Gordon doing a good job walking forward this whole fight. Delgado trying to throw that head kick. It was blocked for the most part. Didn't bother Gordon at all. Coming out with that long left hook. There's that head kick again. Foot just got through a little bit. Not bothering Gordon at all. But for the most part, Delgado's thrown one technique at a time during this first round.
Comments from the super coach, Pat Miletich, who gave the first round 10-9 to Eddie the Truck Gordon over Oscar Delgado. Wherever you're watching live on Access TV, hope you're enjoying all the action. How are you scoring it? Who did you vote for if you downloaded our Access TV Fights Companion app?
I see it. You don't stop. Okay? I saw it. Go inside. So, you heard I told you, right? Next time, get a point away from me. The more warning.
James Waring just telling Delgado, I'm just giving you the one warning to keep those fingers locked in. Another poke in the eye and I'll deduct a point.
Okay, you understand? All right, let's go. Let's go.
Delgado opens up with a jab. Gordon did do a good job in the first round of putting Delgado on the back foot constantly. Delgado needs to come forward here. And Gordon staying true to his game plan that he'd lead Delgado into deep water, a place where Delgado's fights don't usually go. Here he is in the second round. Overhand right from Delgado, counter right hook from the Truck. It has been a kickboxing contest so far, which will suit our referee, James Waring, a former US kickboxing champion, former multiple world cruiserweight kickboxing champion, James Waring. Also, if I remember, he was the former IBF world cruiserweight boxing champion.
I remember watching him when I was a kid.
Double leg here. Gordon, big takedown. Goes to side control. Now Delgado is in truck land. Here come the hammer fist strikes from Eddie Gordon. Takes the back here. Looks to put the hooks in. Looks to sink a choke on Delgado. It's good night, Irene. Eddie Gordon taps out Oscar Delgado and did it in style.
I was wondering when he was going to go for a takedown. He heaved him like a bale of hay. Gordon comes in, throws that nasty shot to the body. Attempted knee there by Delgado, gets him taken down. There it is, barely missed the knee, but good timing for Gordon, launched him onto his head. Right away going to work, nasty ground and pound here. Just staying busy. Referee warned him a little bit for hitting to the back of the head. It was unintentional, and then locks up that rear choke, and Delgado's done.
Delgado straight away tapping out there. Eddie Gordon locked him down like a vice. Tremendous victory for Eddie. He'll take his record to 6-1. Delgado goes 6-3. Disappointment for Delgado.
Hey, good work, man. Yes, sir.
Let's throw it up to Jazz Sakuro to enter it into the history books. Jazz.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight ends with a tap out due to a rear naked choke at 1 minute and 32 seconds of round number 2. Your winner, Eddie Truck Gordon.
Eddie Gordon, 6-1, second round submission over Oscar Delgado.